Hello, and welcome to another episode of Crossword Radio. Today is Sunday, December 12th, 2021, and that means we're doing a cryptic, which I love to do. I think the New Yorker's cryptics are fun. Normally, Patrick Barry is the constructor today. Normally, I like to try to solve this clue before getting into the puzzle, but I don't actually know the answer today. Listen to lead member of the Beatles. In 5 letters, listen to could be a homophone indicator, maybe. Like the lead member of something might be this, like the lead member of a play is the star. Listen to, lead member is the star of the Beatles, star, S-T-A-R-R. That's 5 letters. Maybe it's Ringo Starr. Okay. Let's boogie. Up. Spooner's brother pens some letters. If we're talking about spoonerism here, like lend some petters, lenpum setters, not sure how we're spoonerizing. If I assume that's what we're talking about here, brother. So what's the definition here? Like some letters or letters? A spoonerism is a type of wordplay where you switch the first phonemes of a 2-word phrase. Typically, the famous example that Reverend Spooner himself said was, "The Lord is a shoving leopard instead of a loving shepherd." Let's get some of these short ones maybe, and we can come back to here. Section of rundown ruin. Well, section of sounds like a hidden in the middle indicator to me, and a section of rundown maybe is undo. Could be to ruin something, to undo it. I think that looks good to me. The clicking. Okay, I forgot to check if it's centered in the recording software. Okay, it looks good to me. All right, how about this 5-letter one? Justify putting up flag beneath McDonald's logo. Well, let's see. What is our answer going to be here? Justify? It sounds like McDonald's logo is just a big M. And below that, we're putting a word that means flag for a word that means justify. To justify something is to, I want to say merit, but that's not quite right. That could mean to justify, but erit isn't flag. Oh, no, yes it is. To flag is to tire, and we are putting it up. We are reversing flag. When you're talking about a vertical clue and you see the word up, that could mean to reverse it. In a horizontal clue, you might see the word back or left or something like that to indicate to put the word backwards. But in a vertical clue like this, we're talking about up, and to flag is to tire, and to put reversed tire beneath McDonald's logo, which is an M, we get merit, which is to justify. Males assembled where a 1965 march began. Well, I assume we're talking about the Selma March, and right, males assembled. It's just an anagram of males. Assembled is our anagram indicator there. Okay, how about this one? Pop star left after sworn statement. Well, I did just talk about left possibly meaning reversed when you're talking about a horizontal clue. Is the answer a pop star? Or is it a sworn statement, is like an oath? Pop star left after a sworn statement. An idol. Okay. A pop star is an idol. Left can just be abbreviated to L, as in right and left, R and L. That's a fairly common one. I know I usually complain about cryptic abbreviations and what words get abbreviated to just their first letter. Right and left to R and L. You see that a lot. That doesn't bother me. So a sworn statement is an I do. So when you're getting married and you tell your husband and or wife and or whoever, I do, you are swearing that. So there, I do, and then after that is left. Left is after a sworn statement. There we go. To get idle. Any help here? Spooner's brother penned some letters. Is it letters? Or Spooner's brother? Bruner's brother penned some send mail. Oh, something about mail, maybe. Some letters. Since it's 2 4-letter words. Some kind of mail. I'm guessing. Corrupt baseball official I swapped with university. Baseball official is an umpire, and if you take the U, university can be abbreviated to U, and that, again, that's another very one that I accept easily. You see university, oh, U, that's UPenn or whatever. A baseball official is an umpire, but empire is not a word. So anyway, like, I swapped with university, so I swapped with you and umpire. I'm guessing that's what that is getting at. I'm not 100% sure, though. Empire is a word. Is this L? Slugabeds. Lazy bones. Mrs. Hatcher engulfed in radiant beams. Oh, it's not lazy bones. A slugabed is, someone who doesn't want to get out of bed. I like lazy. But I don't know. Mrs. Hatcher. Terry Hatcher? What is this? Tory Hatcher? Ms. Hatcher engulfed in radiant beams. What are radiant beams? Like rays, maybe? How about lazy? Let's see. Keep metal horseshoe inside rocket's tip. What is a rocket's tip? The payload. The cone. What is a metal horseshoe? Aren't all horseshoes metal? Inside rocket tips. Maybe, yeah. Let's take out lazy. I like cone, maybe. Does it make sense here? Ice filling big bottle and girl's small tumbler. Ice. I mean, we have IC right here. ICE is filling. So IC is being put into the middle of a word. That means big bottle. And girls. What is a small tumbler? 5-5. So if it is ice, what word is that? Spice? Spice something? Cook sensing no lights in diner windows. Well, windows maybe is the answer, or diner windows. Can't think of anything, but maybe just cook. Cook could also be like an anagram indicator to cook something. Cook sensing no. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Could be an anagram of sensing no. To mean then, therefore, that would mean lights in diner windows. What kind of lights do they have in diner? Neon. Something. So, N-E-O-N. No, neon signs. Okay, there we go. Keep metal horseshoe. I mean, that must be an E if we're putting it inside, if the tip of a rocket is indeed a cone. And that the E has to be down here. Right? Keep metal horseshoe inside a rocket's tip. Well, if the answer is just rocket's tip, maybe. Well, no. Keep. Maybe the answer is keep. What kind of keeps are you? You can have a keep like like a castle or something like that, or to keep something to hold on to it. So metal horseshoe. Is a horseshoe just telling us that we should put the letter U in there? Because continue, keep, okay. All right, so yeah, horseshoe was just telling us to put the letter U in there, I guess, because a horseshoe is shaped like the letter U. So metal is tin, and then a horseshoe inside of the word cone, which is a rocket tip, and you get continue, which is to keep. Celebrated singer and actress playing Lean on Her. Well, with the L and the N, I'm already looking at an anagram of Lean on Her, maybe. Is that 9 letters? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So I think it's probably an anagram of Lean on Her. And would be a celebrated singer and actress. Like Lena, maybe? I'll say Lana, but we only have one A. Oh boy. Not sure. Right. With this T here from Merritt, I think we are talking about star. So the lead member of like a cast is the star of the cast. And Ringo Starr is a member of the Beatles. And listen to is our homophone indicator there. Slugabeds. Now it looks like laser. Ms. Hatcher. Oh, maybe late risers? Right, so radiant beams are lasers. And Terry Hatcher, T-E-R-I, Terry Hatcher, is inside of lasers to get slugabeds. Corrupt, I guess, is impure. Oh, it's just umpire with the I and the U swapped. So that's what it's about. So that's an interesting clue. That's not really, an established kind of cryptic clue. I did this in a previous episode, I can't find it anymore, but the New Yorker had a good article about listing all the different types of the categories of cryptic clue, and this is not one of them. But if you read the clue, you can understand what it's asking you to do. So swap the I and the U in umpire to get impure. So with the I and the L, I like this being male. Some letters. Send mail, but not send. Sale. So keep in mind this is some kind of spoonerism, so maybe the real phrase is whatever we're going to put here goes here. It's like tongue mail, muntail. Not sure. I do kind of like this if it is ice here. Let's keep going. This does look like it's going to be Lena or something. I mean, what other words letters can we put here? Not an H. The only other vowels we have are an O. Lona, I don't know. That's not a name I've ever heard of. Lena is a name I've heard of. That's just an anagram of lean. So the remaining letters are H. Is it like Lena Heron? Is that a person? Charge has run loose. Charge has run loose. Well, loose could be free. Like, oh, the dog is loose. The dog is freed from his cage or whatever. I don't get the cryptic if that is indeed free. Charge is a fee, has run. Okay, so here's an abbreviation I don't get. We're abbreviating run to R, and I'm not really sure why. Like in baseball scores, maybe, do they abbreviate runs? Like, the team is 7 runs and the opposing team is 3 runs. Maybe it's like 7R, 3R, maybe. Certainly not an abbreviation I'm familiar with, but anyway, that's what's happening. So it charges a fee, and that has, so in the center of, or in the middle of fee is an R for run, and that gets us loose, which is free. Extract from magazine articles close. Now, close could also be close. And extract from to me sounds like a hidden in the middle clue. And then look, in magazine article, we get near, which could be close. Actually, it could be both. Near can be an adjective or an adverb, I guess, or preposition, whatever part of speech it is. I don't know, but no, the box is near the wall, as in it's close to it. But you can also near something, like, oh, we're nearing our destination, we're closing in on our destination. So, okay, head of regiment. Well, maybe that's an R. Head of regiment breaking army units' shackles. Army units are regiments. A regimen is also a thing, though, like, oh, is skincare regimen. Army units, shackles. Is there some reason we're taking the regiments, the T out? Breaking. Breaking sounds like maybe... Oh, it's... Okay. First of all, I don't know about Heron. Shackles. Leg irons. Okay, 3-5. So I don't mention it. I haven't been mentioning it so far, but this much more often. Oftentimes, the New Yorker Cryptic will only have like one, if that, or two multi-word answers, but this puzzle happens to have a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multi-word answers, which is a lot. But the little parentheses here after the clue, 3-5, means it's a 3-letter word followed by a 5-letter word. Or in this case, like in Selma, it's just a single 5-letter word. So, shackles or leg irons. Head of a regiment is R. Oh, is breaking. So is being put into the middle of, like, the word is being broken by the R. Like it's breaking it up. So breaking up legions, which are army units, is the head of regiment. The head is just the first letter of. Okay. Leg irons. Loud, so maybe that's a homophone indicator. Loud percussion instrument making a case for one's departure. What is the answer going to be here? Loud or loud percussion instrument? Maybe it's a drum or a gong, cymbals. Or is it possibly departure? Well, one's departure might mean like take an eye out of something, because one can mean eye, because in Roman numerals 1 is the letter I. So, Man-at-Arms said sweet dreams. Man-at-Arms. Well, you tell someone sweet dreams, you might be saying, well, night, as in short for good night. So I think that would be Knight. But that Knight, yeah, I guess it's just night. So Man-at-Arms is a knight, and that sounds like sweet dreams. You might say night. Okay. Dish originally from Japan, South America, and Hawaii. Well, so there's some kind of food. Dish originally from Japan. I mean, it looks like it's going to be sushi, and I see HI is the 2-letter abbreviation for Hawaii. From South America, I think would just be SA. Dashi is like a soup. South America and Hawaii. I'm going to put sushi temporarily. Yeah. So we have, what do we have left? H-O-R. We have an E and an N. Lena Horne, I guess. How about thickly spreads foam in seconds? Thickly spreads, maybe? Like slathers? Foam is lather, like when you lather up, shampoo in seconds. So second is getting abbreviated to S, and that I will accept, minutes, hours, minutes, seconds, HMS, you see that. So in plural, in multiple abbreviations of second, which is S, so inside of two S's is the word lather, which is foam. Small tumbler, so some kind of glass, ice, filling a big bottle. And girl's small tumbler. If it's not ice. Departure. Departure is like going, is a gong. So I guess the cryptic indicator here, so a loud percussion instrument is a gong. And the hint that we're supposed to put I, which is one in the middle of it, is making a case for. So like making room for, I guess. So gong is making room for an I. And that we're getting going, which is a departure. Like a trick glass, a slick glass, and a small tumbler. Tumbler is a type of glass that I already thought was small by definition. I thought tumblers were like not very large glasses. What about this? Cry foul, we agitated. So an anagram of we foul to mean crying. So woeful. Not helping us here. Spice glass, is that a thing? Spice. Spyglass. What is this? Sung male? Mungsail? Oh boy. Ice is filling a big bottle. A girl's small tumbler. Ice filling big bottle. A girl is a lass. Okay. So we need a 3-letter word for a big bottle. Girl. What's a 3-letter word for a big bottle that ends in G? A jug, a juice glass. Geez, why did it take me so long to fix? So what the hell is this? Junk mail. Monk jail. Pen some letters. Monk jail. I don't quite get that, but that must be junk mail. Yeah, monk jail. Pen, I guess, is a jail. Spooner's brother is a monk because Spooner was a reverend. Did he have a brother who was a monk? Reverend Spooner. Wikipedia. William Archibald Spooner. Make any conflicts. Spoonerisms. Do Spooner. Life and career. I'm guessing just because he was a reverend, and you're supposed to think reverend is similar to a monk. Monk, jail, spoonerism, jail, junk mail. Well, I don't get why we're getting monk out of this. Oh, a brother, just a brother. That's it, not Spooner's brother. So, brother John, how are you? Monks call each other brothers, just like nuns call each other sisters. Okay. All right. There we go. So that's where we're supposed to get monk, brother, monk, pen, jail. So monk, jail, junk mail. Some letters. Okay, geez. There we go. Here we go. Males assembled in where 1965 March began, right? Just an anagram of males. Assembled is our anagram indicator there to get Selma. Talking about the Civil Rights March. I do plus L, right? A sworn statement, I do. And after that is an L for left to get a pop star, which is an idol. So, right. So the rocket's tip is a cone, and inside of that is a medal, which is tin, and a horseshoe, which I've never seen before to indicate U, but certainly a horseshoe is U-shaped, so makes sense. Listen to lead member of the Beatles, right? That was our preview clue. So the lead member of like a cast of actors is the star, and of course Ringo Starr. Him and Paul McCartney. Only surviving members left of the Beatles, unfortunately. Ringo Starr definitely looks like he's doing better than Paul McCartney. Okay, right. Gong and is making a case for. So that's not a cryptic indicator that I've seen before, but there you go, works. So it's sort of making room for one, which is an I because of Roman numerals, to mean departure, which is going. Right. Head of regiment, which is an R, is breaking up army units, which are legions. Yeah. Ugh. Once again, I would like to express my gripes about the apostrophe S, right? Here in army units, we must include the apostrophe S because it's legions. But where was it in this one? Girls we're completely ignoring because girl is lass. If it was girls, it should be lasses, but it's not. It's just girl. So I just wish there was some consistency about the apostrophe S. Do you include it? Do you ignore it? It totally differs from clue to clue, even within the same puzzle. All right, complaining time over. Charge has run loose, right? So run is being abbreviated to R. I'm guessing that's related to baseball, but I don't really know. That was just a guess on my part. But a charge is a fee, and that has an R, and you get loose, which is free. So yeah, let's see. Oh, I get it. South America. That's cute. So South is being abbreviated to S, which that's normal. Like north, south, east, west on a compass. And America is U.S. So we weren't just supposed to take South America as one unit. It was supposed to be South and then America. And then Hawaii is HI. Can you see that, or is that cut off? You can just barely see that. Okay. Right. Thickly spreads foam in seconds. So yeah, this foam is lather, and inside an abbreviation, 2 abbreviations for the word second, which is an S, and then you get slathers, which is thickly spreads. All right. So yeah, this one took me a while to get, but yes. So ice is filling a big bottle. So inside of the big bottle is a jug. Inside of that, we're putting ice, and then a girl, and we get, which is a lass, and we get juice glass, which is a small tumbler. Section of rundown, right? So in the middle of rundown is undo, which is to ruin something. Neon signs, right? It's an anagram of sensing no, which are lights in diner windows. Justify putting up flag beneath McDonald's logo. So McDonald's logo is an M, and beneath that we are putting up flag. So a word to flag is to tire, and to put it up is to reverse it in a vertical clue. And we get merit. Corrupt baseball official. I swapped with university, right? So you swap I and U in umpire, which is a baseball official, and you get impure, which means corrupt. Again, that's sort of an interesting type of cryptic clue to just swap two letters in a word. I mean, there's probably not too many words where you can do that, where you can just swap two letters and then get a new word. I imagine there would probably be quite a lot, but small relative to the number of words in the English language anyway. But that's interesting. And that's why some people say really the only rule about cryptic crosswords is that the definition is either going to be at the beginning of the clue or at the end. And sometimes even that there's a type of clue you typically only see in British crosswords. They call them andlet clues or and literally, and like the whole clue is sort of both acts as the pun and as the answer. It's like the answer and the wordplay in one. So even really, that rule is not true. So I guess the only rule is that there are no rules. But obviously, 99.9% of clues are going to fall into, one of what, like maybe less than 10, like 8 or 9 categories. Okay. Slugabeds are late risers. Ms. Hatcher, that's Terry Hatcher, was she an actress or something? Engulfed in radiant beams, which are lasers. So lasers is engulfing Terry Hatcher, and you get late risers. Lena Horne, again, I don't know this person, but it's an anagram of lean on her. I wonder if that's a song that she has or if that's just some wordplay here. Let's keep going. Crying foul, we agitated. So agitated is our anagram indicator here of we foul, and you get woeful. Right, a man-at-arms, so that is a knight, like a knight in shining armor, said, so that is our homophone indicator there, sweet dreams. So when you say sweet dreams to someone, you might say night, short for good night, and night obviously are homophones. Extract from magazine articles, close. Sort of that's how you would read the surface of the sentence, but really the answer is close. Or again, we talked about it. Near can be too close, or close can be both. There we go. That's it. That was another cryptic by Patrick Barry, or another New Yorker cryptic. Today's was constructed by Patrick Barry. 2309, pretty good time for a cryptic for us, so I'm not upset about that at all. Good puzzle. I did a couple of weeks ago, the New York Times published a cryptic under their variety puzzles, because if you go scroll all the way down, you get variety puzzles, and once a week they post some, and they occasionally, a couple times a year, they'll put a cryptic in there. And I did that for the channel. It was a very long video, just because it is a much larger puzzle, and even though I had a fairly easy time of actually solving the clues, I should say, there were just so many more of them that it just took a lot longer to do. And also the grid style that the New York Times uses when they publish their cryptics is the same that you typically will see British cryptics in, which have a lot less crosses. Like the most amount of crosses you're ever going to get for a word is one more letter than 50%, and sometimes you'll get only 50%. Or even slightly less. If it's it might be a 5-letter word and you only get like the second and the fourth letter or something like that. So anyway, I do like the New Yorker's, this grid style for cryptic, just because it allows you to get so many more crosses. Like, even though we took a while on Juice Glass, and I got it ultimately like only 1, 2, 3 letters were not crossed and were not what we call checked. In crossword lingo, a letter is checked if it is part of both a vertical and a horizontal clue, and a cross or a down clue. Okay, it's enough rambling and ranting for me today and complaining. There was a lot of complaining today, as always. But I will see you tomorrow for the New Yorker Monday, their hard grid. Until then, stay safe out there. This has been The Brain. Goodbye.